Hey, Magic the Gathering fans. Today, I'm diving into a bit of MTG history and exploring one of the classic cards that's essentially vanished from modern play, Raise Dead. Why did this simple yet iconic card disappear from the game? Let's find out. Raise Dead first appeared in Alpha, the very first Magic set released in 1993. It's a 1 black mana sorcery that lets you bring a creature card from your graveyard back to your hand. Simple, right? But back then, it was a pretty big deal. In the early days of Magic, graveyard recursion was a game changing mechanic. Raise Dead gave players the ability to reuse their best creatures, adding layers of strategy and surprise to the game. But as Magic evolved, so did the cards. New and more powerful forms of recursion were introduced. Cards like Animate Dead, Zombify, and even Unearth gave players more options, often with better value. Raise Dead, while still useful, started to look a bit outdated. So, why hasn't Raise Dead been reprinted in recent sets? Firstly, Magic sets have themes and mechanics that need to align with the card pool. Raise Dead, being a straightforward effect, doesn't always fit the more complex or synergistic designs of modern sets. Wizards of the Coast, the game's creators, are always striving to keep things fresh and exciting, and that sometimes means leaving the oldies behind. Secondly, there's a balance issue. While Raise Dead is not overpowered by today's standards, it can still warp limited environments if not carefully balanced. Recursion effects are powerful, and modern design often leans towards effects that are more situational or have a higher cost. Now, is Raise Dead a good card? It certainly has its merits. For 1 mana, getting back a key creature can be a game changer in the right deck. However, in today's meta, it's overshadowed by cards that offer more versatility or direct impact on the board. As for its value, Raise Dead isn't exactly a high-ticket item. You can usually find copies for a pretty low price. This is partly because it's been printed in numerous sets, and partly because it's seen as a bit of a relic in gameplay terms. But don't let that fool you. Raise Dead is a piece of Magic history, a reminder of the game's roots and how far it's come. Whether you're a collector, a nostalgist, or just curious about the old school MTG, it's a card worth knowing about. Thanks for joining me on this little journey through Magic's past. So, have a good day and a good night.